Thank you very much. FinDev Canada has been in operation for about a year, so I feel completely entitled to tell everyone here what to do and how to do it. And of course make it simple for everyone, which is a great thing because we don't have any track record. We have 2 deals in our books, and one of them is with FMO and the other one is with CDC, so of course I can't contradict them. A lot of things have been said that I was planning to say, so I will boil it down to 2 things. But I'll have a couple of introductory remarks, and particularly the Canadian context, because FinDev Canada is new, but the Canadian government is also launching another array of tools targeting the private sector. So from 0, where Canada was 2 years ago in terms of tools serving the private sector for development, we now will have a DFI plus a number of government programs. And the first message for me is this is great, and a lot of the people here have pointed to the importance of having the private sector at the table, but I'll maybe throw a wet blanket on it and say the private sector is not a panacea. It cannot do everything. It cannot replace everything, and there's this sense that everyone can now make $1 or more and have a return through the traditional, instead of the traditional ODA. That's not the case. Traditional ODA is still needed. The way we deliver it is going to be different. It's going to be more collaborative. It's going to be more connected. But, so private sector is not a panacea. And if you look at the private sector, you also have to understand how it works. And our friend from USAID made it, use the term, we speak different languages. And that term of bilingualism is something that we believe very strongly in. So that's how to deal with the private sector is easy at a very high level. When you get down to the details, it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of know-how and specific skills. Where, by the way, DFIs are very well versed. So DFIs, I think, are in a really good position to be those integrators and those translators. My other point was related, and it's very much connected to this one, and I'll pick up on what Colin said, the dark side of the billions to trillions. Billions to trillions make a whole lot of sense when you're in Addis, in Washington, in Paris, Brussels, wherever you are. The reality of our work, though, boils down to specific entrepreneurs or groups of entrepreneurs or sectors or small ecosystems down in country. And at that level, billions and trillions don't make a lot of sense. And the concern that I'm seeing, and that's my last and my second and last message is, as an observer new to this field, I see a lot of urge to push money out the door, because there are a lot of programs which are being launched with the urge to spend within, an electoral cycle, with and pushing it through a very narrow bottleneck, which is the existence of qualified entrepreneurs, qualified fund managers. And the danger doing this without understanding how the private sector works and how to adequately structure, how to adequately avoid spoiling the market and having the unintended effect to prop up one player but prop down a whole bunch of others. Is really there. So I will close on this to say, what I'd like to see happening, and we're certainly trying to live this day in, day out at FinDev Canada, is being very mindful of how we structure things, for what reason, and having a long-term view of what we do, and the true sustainability of it. And we talk about sustainability a lot. But the pushing billions out the door is not necessarily conducive to sustainability, and we've got to be mindful of that.